Hey YouTube, today we're going to be going over how to use a fire steel. Okay, this isn't a Light My Fire one, this is just a $7 one off eBay, but still does the job and works. Okay, the only thing I don't like about it is you have to apply a lot of pressure, like a lot of pressure, to get a spark. It doesn't throw a lot of sparks easily, okay? And I had to refile the striker just to get more of an edge on it, because before it wouldn't even spark. Okay, so, well, you get what you pay for. Cheap on eBay, $7, but does the job, okay? And if you can use a cheap one, you can use a good one, okay? If people that have used Swedish fire steel to light my fire, the Light My Fire brand, they are so much easier to throw a spark, and the mesh metal rods as well. They just throw a glob of, it's almost like lava. Okay. But anyway, just to demonstrate, just got some cotton balls. What you want, and some dryer lint if you don't have cotton balls. You can use timber shavings, or you can just use normal tinder that you've collected, but if you're just learning how to use one of these, I'd start off on cotton balls or dryer lint, because trying to set like tinder on fire made from wood shavings or bark can be a bit disheartening if you don't have the technique down right. Okay, and fire steels are pretty easy to use once you have the right technique. Okay. So, anyway, what you want to do, this is the dryer lint, what you want to do is you just want to open it out as much as you can, just to create some surface area for the sparks to fall into. Okay? Now, some people okay, sorry about that. Neighbour started to grind. But anyway, you want to spread it out as much as you can. Okay, now some people prefer to pull the stick away from them, pull the fire steel away from them. This fire steel, because the amount of pressure you have to apply to it, being able to throw the sparks down into that is going to be pretty hard. Okay, like seriously, the amount of pressure you have to apply to this to get a spark is ridiculous, but at the same time it works. I still use it. Okay, so you can strike down, you just need to have a bit more control so you don't push your tinder everywhere. Okay, so and there we go. Like, that wasn't too hard to get that on fire. You can't see the flame, but that is burning and smouldering. Okay, but that'd be enough to get your tinder on fire if you were having trouble. Okay, so just get that out of the way. Now this is just your normal cotton ball. Okay, you don't need all that, you can split that in half. Same thing, you just spread it out, get as much surface area as you want. Okay, now if I was just to try and pull this back, see if we can do it. No, I'll just go how I usually do. Okay. Probably looks a bit clumsy on camera. I'm used to leaning straight down over the top of it. Okay. But there we go. That's that. So it's really just to get your tinder to start burning, okay? And these burn easily, okay? So that'll let you know how it feels right for you, okay, for just getting that strike, that initial strike, okay, and that's what you need to light other things on fire, such as your bark or your grass, okay? And if you want, you can always try paper, easier than bark and stuff, but still a bit harder because it's hard to get the surface area. Now, with your cotton balls, you can add Vaseline to them, okay? If you add Vaseline to them, that'll increase the amount of time it burns for, okay? But it has to be petroleum based, like your chapstick, Vaseline, chapstick. As long as it's a petroleum based gel, it'll increase the burning time of your tinder, okay? So this one has Vaseline in it. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that should burn a bit longer than the other two. As you saw, they burnt pretty fast. Well, and the flame we've got in there, that's the Vaseline. Okay, so that's pretty much the basics of using a fire steel. If you're going to take one out, learn how to use it first, okay? If you don't want to spend the money on getting a Light My Fire brand one, just get it cheap on eBay. Yeah, if you can use it effectively, you can use a good one effectively as well, like your Mish Metal and Light My Fire. Okay, and always try and have a solid support for when you're trying to use your fire steel, so you can really get into it, and try and keep it off the ground. Try and keep your tinder off the ground so it doesn't get moist. Okay.